Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Very good evening, my dear children.
Good evening, sir.
Very good evening.
So, what are we doing?
Just give me a minute. We'll start with the ninth problem, but just give me a minute. Okay.
Sir, I think we've already done this.
Yeah. So,
So, sir, we've already done this, I think. I remember solving this.
okay, ninth one, 10.
Yeah,
Sir, we
we
have
even did
done
the
this
10th one.
paper.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've done this paper.
10th one. Oh, acha. 11th
Sir,
one.
you gave the last three problems homework.
Homework. Oh, yeah. Correct. Yeah. Okay. Then we can start with the new paper, that is 2014's paper.
Yes, sir.
So, dear children,
Sir, when will be the doubt session?
after a couple of more papers, well, let's do few more papers and then we'll do the doubt session. Okay. So what I'll do, after a few more sessions, I'll be asking you guys to post your doubts in the, what do we say, chat box. Sorry, not chat box, the WhatsApp group. Okay. Not now, you have to post. Later on, I'll be asking you to post the doubts. And then the doubts which are already coming through you in the WhatsApp group, those doubts will be taken care in the sessions. Okay. Okay. Let's start with 2014's paper. This is question number one. An amount increases by 60% in 6 years at simple interest. What will be the compound interest on 12,000 after 3 years at the same time? So amount increases by 60% in 6 years. Okay. So which means the simple interest rate is how much?
10%.
10% per year. So 60% in 6 years, which means 10% in 1 year. So which means the rate they are mentioning is basically 10%. What will be the compound interest on 12,000 rupees after 3 years at the same rate? So I'll give you a minute first, then I'll be solving this because I don't think it's a difficult problem. I'll give you a minute, you solve, give me the answer, and then we'll discuss.
Sir, I've got the answer.
Okay, tell me what's your answer?
Sir, option 3.
Option 3. Okay, so tell me, how did you solve it?
Sir, they have given that amount increases by 60% in 6 years. So the
Mm-hmm.
rate is equal to 10%.
Mm-hmm.
And they have asked the compound interest. So I applied the formula for compound interest.
Mm-hmm.
P1 plus R upon 100 raised to 3 minus P. And I got the answer to be 3972.
Okay.
Sorry, sir.
Hmm. I'm sorry. Is somebody speaking? Wait. Let me just mute everyone. Okay. So this formula is correct. This you can use and you get the answer. So 12,001 plus R by 100. R is 10. So 10 by 100 is 0 0.1, 1.1. 1.1 raised to 3 gives you 1331 minus 1 0.331 multiplied by principal. So your answer will be P in the bracket 1.331 minus 1. So that gives you principal is how much? 12,000. 12,000 multiplied by 0.331, that is 3972. Yeah, option 3 will be your correct answer. So here what I've done basically this value is 1.331, and what I've taken peak common outside. So what happened here, I'm left with 1.331 multiplied by p minus p, जिसमें से p बाहर गया तो 1.331 minus 1, p गया तो बचेगा 1. Okay, I'm left with 1. So this minus this is 0.331 multiplied by 12,000, you will get 3972. Hence your answer is 3972. Those who are done with the first problem, please try the second problem. I'll give you a minute, then I'll be solving. This time, when you get the answer, you please put your answer in the chat box. Okay, I have got the answers in the chat box. That's great. I'll be solving this. So question number 2, ABCD is a regular hexagon with side measure 2. Here 2 it's given. What is the area of the rectangle BCDF? Sorry, BCEF. And so I know one side of the rectangle, I have to find the other side. Like one method, what you can use is basically, chalo, from center, if this is 2, I can say that from center of all the lines which are joining the vertices, they are also 2. So in short, which means this will be 2. And let me draw a perpendicular line over here. If this is 2, this angle is 60 for a hexagon, which means this angle, since the total is perpendicular, this angle will be 30, right? So this angle is 30 and this is hypotenuse, this is adjacent. So with the help of cos 30's expression, cos 30, let me call this side as x. So cos 30 will be, Acha, do you know sine cos tan?
Sir, we don't
No,
have
sir.
that right now.
You don't
Sir, we
have that,
don't
right?
even know what trigonometry is.
Okay. Then in that case, what we'll do, we'll not use sine cos tan. Instead, simple, this is a right angle triangle. This one is
Sir,
2.
I have a very easy method.
I'll be asking you to share your easy method. First, let me
Sir, we
complete this,
can
then I'll be
directly
asking.
find the diagonal.
Yeah, I'll be asking you, Kalash. Don't worry. Give me a minute. Let me complete this. So this is 2, this is 1. According to, from using the Pythagoras theorem, you can find this particular side, which is, sorry. और by the way, ये center के जगह पे there is one more method. Let me Instead of using the center, what we can do, one more idea. So this line is passing through center. So this will be 2 and this will be 2. Total it will be 4. This is 90, right? So if this is 90 and this angle, like the total angle is 120, this ka half, this becomes 60. Actually, you don't need this also. Cos to hai, pata hi nahi na. You wish to find this. This particular angle will be under root of 4 square minus 2 square. Basically Pythagoras theorem. So
Sir,
from just a minute. 16 minus 4, you'll be getting under root of 12. That is 2 root
8,
3.
12.
Right? Yeah, 2 root 3 you'll be getting. And since you
sir,
get 2 root 3, now if you'll be finding the area of the rectangle, all you have to do is multiply length and breadth. 2 root 3 is your length and 2 is your breadth. When you multiply them, you should get the answer as 4 root 3. Now tell me, what is your query? Somebody wanted to say something, right? Now it's the time to say. Since I've completed my explanation, you can say. Okay, I think there is a connectivity error. I think there is a connectivity error due to which the student is not able to say. Not an issue. ठीक है. I'll give a minute to note it down.
Sir,
Yeah, Priya, tell me.
we can use any other methods too, right?
The other method was to obviously see to solve one problem. There are like numerous methods. Whichever method suits better to you, you can use. Not a problem. The answer should be the same.
Like I did it by doing it as a rhombus.
Mm,
So I did
Okay.
not understand this question.
Okay, Kavish, I'll explain. Don't worry.
I also didn't understand.
Like
Don't
I
worry.
did like BAF, that middle point. I joined it that. I found all the diagonals and took the diagonal and found it like
I
that.
Yeah, it will work. Chalega. Kavish
so,
and the other child, I'll explain this question once again for your query. Satyaj, tell me what's your query? You were trying to say something when I was teaching before. Tell me.
yeah. So, sir, I just wanted to ask if you meant to take the diagonal length of, suppose we say CFE, triangle CFE, we want to take the hypotenuse length. Then we know that FE is 2 because equilateral triangle. And then we just take C, we find C basically. And
Yeah.
then we duplicate the length of the triangle with half into base into height multiplied by 2.
No, that was not the method. Okay, I'll explain this once again for the other children who were asking. Don't worry. Uh, from center, what I've done, see, this is a regular hexagon. So from center, basically, I've drawn two lines, one towards C and the other one towards F. Okay. So since this is 2 for a hexagon, if whatever is the side measure from center when you join a vertex, the same measure is used over here as well. So if this is 2, this is also 2, which means this is also 2. Which means for this rectangle, the diagonal value is 4. 2 plus 2, 4 it is. Okay. Now when you consider the right angle triangle CBF, as per, according to Pythagoras theorem, you can observe that BF is equal to under root of CF square minus BC square because BF square plus BC square is equal to CF square. From the same logic, I have got this.
So just wanted to ask that suppose I take the area, I find the area of triangle CBF and I duplicate that area to find
You
the
will get the
area of
answer.
PCF. Yeah, that's what I meant. So have I understood it correctly? That was my
Ye-
question.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Yes,
Now, instead of
understood.
CF, I'll write 4 square minus instead of BC, I'll write 2 square. 4 square is 16, 2 square is 4, 16 minus 2 is 12. Under root of 12 can be broken as 4 multiplied by 3. When I take 4 outside, it becomes 2 root 3. So this is BF. And the area is basically length multiplied by breadth of a rectangle. So instead of length, I'll write 2 root 3. Instead of breadth, I'll write 2. I'll multiply to get the answer as 4 root 3. This is how we are going to solve.
Understood.
Hmm.
Thanks.
Okay. Now proceeding for, okay, I think you might have noted, like I'll be erasing this in 30 seconds. So please make a note fast. Meanwhile, the others can try question number 3. I'll be solving it after a minute. Okay, let me erase this. Moving forward to the third question, A, B, and C can do a piece of work in 20, 30, and 60 days respectively. In how many days can A do a work if he is assisted by B and C on every third day? Okay, I'll be solving this. Before solving, just one simple logical question. Will your answer be greater than 20 or equal to 20 or less than 20?
So less
So
than
less
20.
20.
Absolutely correct. Less than 20. Very good. The answer should always be less than 20 because A alone can complete in 20 days, and if he's going to get some assistance on every third day, मतलब कुछ तो help मिलने वाला, which means the work should be completed less than 20 days. Okay. ठीक है. Let me say that the work is going to be completed in n number of days. Okay. Now, in one day, this A can complete the whole, like how much of work this A can complete? The A can
1
complete
by
1 by
20.
20, absolutely correct. B can complete 1 by
1 by
30,
30,
and C can complete 1 by
1 by
60.
60.
Beautiful. You're absolutely correct. Okay. So, for those who don't know, I'm just explaining the logic. Whenever they are saying that some work is done in some number of days, first step is to find how much of work can be done in one day. In one day, it's always the reciprocal of how much ever number of days they have taken to complete the work. Okay. Now, if this work is going to be completed in n number of days, I'll be multiplying n to this. So 1 by 20 is the piece of work completed on day 1. So day 2 may be 1 by 20 complete hoga. Day 3 may be again 1 by 20 will be completed. Day 4 may be 1 by 20 will be completed. So after 4 days, the piece of work completed will be 4 multiplied by 1 by 20. Similarly, in this case, after n number of days, the work will like completed will be, I'll say after n days. The amount of work which will be completed will be n multiplied by 1 by 20 plus on every third day B and C are going to join, right? So B and C's work will also be every third day, which means n by 3 multiplied by B plus C ka 1 day work. That is 1 by 30 plus 1 by 60. This much amount of work will be completed. Like, yeah, this much amount of work will be done. And total work ko I will, since everything is in fraction, total work ko I will be considering as 1. So this will be equal to 1. You have to equate it with 1. Now, I'll take, take if here I'll be writing n by 20 only. I'll not be doing anything else over here. But speaking about here, n by 3. First, let me solve this fraction.
1 by
Um,
20.
Yeah, 1, 2 plus 1, 3. 3 upon 60 is 1 by 20. 1 by 20 multiplied by 3 gives you 1 by 60. Okay, is equal to n. So far it's clear, I suppose, right? Now, n should be equal to, wait, like logically speaking, okay, okay, I'll solve it like this. So when I take, let me say n common outside, so I'll be left with 1 by 20 plus 1 by 60. When I take LCM, I should be getting 3 plus 1, 4. 4 by 60 is equal to 1. So when I cancel 4 and 60, I'll be getting 1 by 15. That gives me n is equal to 15. So the number of days required to complete this piece of work will be 15 days.
So,
Yeah,
I understood the question, but the next question, is it wrong?
I'll have to check that. I have not yet read that question. I'll read and let you
Yes, sir.
know.
I too had a doubt
Sir,
about that question.
Thanks a lot for bringing that
Yes,
in
sir.
front of me.
I also feel it's a wrong question.
No
I
worries.
checked the answer key. It is a wrong question, sir.
Okay,
So
thanks a lot.
fourth and fifth.
Let me speak first. Thanks a lot, dear children, for letting me know about fourth question. Let's do one thing. Let's not speak about fourth question right now. You have told me what is your issue. I have understood. Let's not speak the same thing now. Let's first understand question three. If anyone is having doubt in question three, let's discuss that. Let's make a note of it. Then let's proceed to the question number
yes,
four. I've noted your point. Yes, please.
yes, sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, please. Tell me.
Sir, in n upon 3 and in bracket 1 plus 1 upon 30 plus 1 upon 60,
1 upon 20
1
plus 1
upon
upon 60,
20,
my dear child.
sir, 1 upon 20 should also come, no? Because
Yeah.
on every third day,
He,
even he works.
yeah, he's working on all days. Hence, N is completely for him only.
Okay, sir.
Understood?
Sir, in the third last step, you solve the brackets 1 by 30 plus 1 by 60 to
Yeah,
get 1 by 60. Means,
correct, correct.
okay, sir.
So what did I do? 1 by 30 plus 1 by 60. Then I multiplied 3 with the denominator. I got 1 by 20 over here by doing LCM. Then I multiplied it by 3. That's how I got 1 by 60.
Okay, sir.
Completed, sir.
Okay, I'll be erasing now. Fourth question. A batsman scored 110 runs over. See, I've got your message that the options are wrong. But yes, let me read the question and see whether the question is solvable. If it is solvable, we'll solve like just to have an understanding. Not completely. We'll just have an understanding how to approach this problem. So a batsman scored 110 runs, which includes 4 boundaries and 8 sixes. What percentage of his total score he made by running between the wickets? So in 4 boundaries, he might have made 16 runs. In 8 sixes, like how 16? 4 multiplied by 4. Okay. In 8 sixes, he might have made 8 multiplied by 6. How much runs? 48, right?
48. So 48.
Yeah. So like without running, he might have scored 16 plus 48 runs, right? So 16 plus 48 will be how much? 64, right?
64.
Correct. That means, so total without running, he made 64. So by running between the wickets, like how much of runs did he score? So it will be 110 minus, sorry, 64. That should be 46. 46 he scored by running between the wickets. So the percentage, if you wish to find, is basically 46 divided by 110 multiplied by 100. Which I'm getting 41 and some percentage. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. That's not going to work. 41 and 11, 9 by 11, 9 by 11, like, yeah, and 9 by 11. This
Sir,
should
how
have
did
been
you
more.
get 41?
I simply divided and multiplied it by 100. So
Oh,
40,
oh, okay, sir. Got it, got it.
okay, yeah.
I actually first cut the zeros. I mean, I cut straight 1 0 out of 101. Yeah, like that I did.
Understood, understood. So yeah, we can immediately. I'm just solving this for you. You can just solve and write your answer. Since it is not there in the options, you don't have to tick anything. And after that, you can just think over the next question. Solve it. If you get an answer, type it in the chat box.
So next one is also a wrong question, I think.
Okay, noted. I'll solve and check
Yes,
whether
sir.
I'm able to find an answer amongst the options. If not, we'll just find an answer and proceed further. Proceeding to the sixth problem, dear children. Arun and Varun together have 1210. So
Sir, we are
8
not trying
plus,
fifth one then.
Sir, you skipped one question.
Sir, sir,
I'm
the fifth
sorry.
one.
I'm sorry. Just a minute. Let me just read it. Oh, yeah, my bad.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
So when I checked the answer key, the fifth one was written question wrong.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
noted, noted. Let me just read the question and analyze. Let's try to analyze the question. If it is solvable, we'll solve. If it is not, we'll skip and proceed further. We'll not waste much time in the wrong questions. Just to understand the procedure, we'll discuss something. Okay. A rectangle mat always shrinks its length to half and width to one third whenever dry cleaned. After three such dry cleans, the area was 4 square meter. What was the original length of the mat? The original width was 9 meter. Okay, so original original width is 9, original length they are saying it was X. So after first dry clean, it has shrunk. Okay, it has shrunk and become like this. So I'm going to say after the first dry clean, the length became half. It became X by 2. And the width, it became one third. So 9 became 3. So this was first dry clean. First dry clean. So after three such dry cleans, so there is a second dry clean. In second dry clean, the width is going to be 1 and the length is going to be X by 4 because it is going to be half. After the third dry clean, the width is going to be 1 by 3. Here it's very small, so I'll do one thing. I'll write it over here. The width is going to be 1
So
by
I
3
found the answer.
and the length is going to be very good. X by 8. So this is length and width. And after the third dry clean, the area was 4. So all you have to do is basically multiply them. So area is equal to length into width. Area is given as 4. Length is x by 8 multiplied by width is 1 by 3. When you'll solve them, you'll be getting 24 into 4. It should be 96. X's value should be equal to 96, which is not there in the option. Hence, we'll just, okay, write 96 and proceed further.
Sir, can you explain this again?
Absolutely. They are saying that there is a mat which shrinks after each dry clean. The length is going to be half and the breadth is going to be one third of previous value. So initially the mat had 9 and X as the dimensions. After each dry clean, this is going to be 1 by 3 and this is going to be 1 by 2. So 9 became 9 by 3, 3. Then in the second dry clean, it became 3 by 3, 1. Then in the third dry clean, the 1 became 1 by 3, which is 1 by 3 itself. Then,
Sir, but in the second dry clean, it should be 1 by 3 into 1 by 3, right?
no. See, I'm speaking only about width. Okay. Let me write in numbers. Okay. So width was 9. Then after first dry clean, it became 1 by 3. So then the width is now 9 multiplied by 1 by 3. That is 3.
Yes.
Then in the
3.
second dry clean, again it became 1 by 3. Now the width is 3 multiplied by 1 by 3. That is 1. Previous value के बाद 1 by 3 becomes. Then in the next dry clean,
Okay.
again it will become the previous value multiplied by 1 by 3. That is 1 by 3. Okay.
Okay.
The same goes for length also. Initially it was x. Then in the next first dry clean it becomes half. That is x by 2. The second dry clean again it becomes half. X by 2 ka half is x by 4. In the third dry clean again it becomes half. X by 4 ka half is x by 8. You have length and
Okay,
breadth.
understood, sir.
Yes,
Understood, sir.
Priya. What is your query, Priya?
Sir, I got a different answer. I did like this only. So I got the more like third time the dry clean, the breadth was 1. So like the area after 3 dry clean is 4. So breadth we got 1. So the length will be 4. Now we need to multiply it, double it 3 times because it's a shrink 3 times. So 2 into 2 is 4. No, 4 into
First of
2
all,
is 8 and 8 into 2 is 16. I got 16 like that.
yeah, Priya, you got a wrong answer because the width will be 1 not on the third dry clean, it will be 1 on the second dry clean. So you took the values of the second dry clean. The length will be 16 on the second dry clean, not the third one. Okay. Hence you got a different answer.
I did not understand.
You said width is 1 as per your answer, which is wrong. Width is 1 after the second dry clean. But we have to go for 3 dry clean. See, I've clearly mentioned it over here. After the first dry clean, it becomes 3. After the second dry clean, it becomes 1. Now, after the third dry clean, it should become 1 by 3. So you'll have to divide it one more time.
Oh, okay.
Hmm. Okay. Then you have to solve using the same procedure, you will get the answer. Anyway, so I'll be erasing this in like few seconds. Okay. So dear children, before starting with the next problem, let's do one thing. Let's exit the meeting and join again. Otherwise, while I'm explaining, we'll have to exit in between. Let's exit now and join again.